And we're back, guys. I'm your host, Good Energy. Tennis After Dark. The quarterfinals is here. It's been a long tournament. I'm telling you guys, it seems like it's just been more than 2 weeks with everything going on here at SW19. But let's get right into it. We have Aryna Sabalenka, who's the overall favorite to win this tournament. And look, I think she has a great chance to do it. I mean, let's just be honest. She's probably going to be in the final. Now, she's taking on Laura Siegmund next. Laura is having a dream tournament. No one would have thought she would be here. Let's just be honest. No one, right? Now, they've played twice, and Sabalenka's won both of these meetings in straight sets. They haven't played in, 6 years, so none of that data is current. But Sabalenka's here after taking out Brandstein, Buskova, Raducanu, and Mertens. Sabalenka's on a tear, guys. She's barely committing double faults. I think she's averaging one double fault per match. So service clean. And look, she went with the mechanics coach. So a lot of people talk about Coco's double faults. Sabalenka had a stretch there where she was averaging about 20 double faults a match. It was a short stretch, but nonetheless, she had a stretch there where actually it was over 20 double faults a match. And that was very bad. She went with the mechanics coach. Look, hasn't seen better days, right? But Laura, on the other hand, she's playing great. She's going to the short ball. She's here after taking out Peyton Stearns, Leylah Fernandez, Madison Keys, and Solana Sierra, who, by the way, the first lucky loser to make it to the fourth round, Solana Sierra. Congratulations. They actually, they put her jersey, not her jersey, they put her match fit. It's going to be on display there. Unbelievable. Just Solana, congratulations. One of my teen prospects. Unbelievable. Now she has her match fit on display at the exhibit there as history. Great job. Laura Siegmund, look, she's going to the short ball. The problem with this matchup is Sabalenka, she's had 32 opportunities to break opponents through this tournament. She's keeping pressure on opponents. You can't get to the short ball if you're constantly on the back foot being pressured with all that power. Now, Madison Keys' comparable game to Sabalenka, she was able to do it because Madison Keys wasn't winning her second serves. Madison Keys lost 93% of her second serves, struggled to get her first serves in play. I just don't see that. Sabalenka, she's not making double faults. She's serving powerful, and I just think she defeats Laura Siegmund. I think it's going to be too much power for Siegmund to set up her short ball. Amanda Anisimova taking on Anastasia Pavlyuchenkova. Look, Amanda's seeded, 13th seed. Anastasia, go check out the video, the issue with the line judge. What do you guys think? Now, the official rule states that the chair umpire could have decided that point. And I know the rule's not clear because it seemed like he knew the ball was out, but it seemed like he didn't want to make a controversial decision and go against the malfunctioning line system. But so he said, look, replay the point. Now, I think that is, that's kind of more of a neutral decision. So, you give both ladies the opportunity to win the point. Considering the circumstances, you can't blame them because, that made the current score deuce. So it's like, okay, look, replay the point. So it didn't actually determine the service game with that point. It should have. Anastasia should have won the service game. She ended up getting broken. So it seemed horrible at the moment, but she'd come back and win the first set, but who knows, would it have gone to a tiebreak? So I understand the reasoning. Look, keep it fair, keep it neutral, or I'll say keep it neutral, right? Replay the point. I think 9 out of 10 chair umpires would just replay the point, right? But he did have the authority and the discretion to decide that point, and he did not. And I think that's what upset Anastasia, especially getting broken there. Look, there's a lot at stake here. So just so you guys know, the chair umpire could have decided that point. Yeah, he has authority to, but we've seen a trend where the chair umpires, they don't do that. They just say replay the point. Amanda's dominated this head-to-head. She's never lost to Anastasia Pavlyuchenkova, guys. She is not. And look, they played on hard for the most part, Washington, D.C., and Auckland, where they've only actually gone to 3 sets once. This is a matchup where comparable styles, she's just a cleaner, more technical ball striker. However, guys, Amanda's here after taking out in the first round Putintseva, not a threat with the power. Renata Zarazova, not a threat with power. Dalma Gaufi, yes, she can crack. She actually won a set off of Amanda, and Noskova can crack, won a set off of Amanda. I'm surprised that Amanda beat Noskova. All right. I'm pretty surprised. It went 3. In the third set, it was very competitive. Will she have anything left? Now, Anastasia is here after taking out Isla in 3. Isla's going to go 3 with most people. She's just too tough. Ashton Kruger in straights. Osaka in 3. Osaka's going to go 3 with most people. In Cartel last time, she beat, soundly, right? Right. We know about the bad call, but Cartel, a lot more variety than the average player in this draw. I don't want to say more variety than Amanda, but Cartel's very good between the lines. Very posed, short center of gravity. She makes it very difficult. I think Anastasia would much rather prefer this matchup, even though she hasn't defeated Amanda. I think she would much rather prefer this matchup than play Cartel again. That's my personal opinion, because these two ladies have never played on grass. This is going to be a difference. This is going to be a different type of ball game. It's going to be a ball game that I think is going to favor Anastasia. My personal opinion, I think the backhand, I think Anastasia is striking the ball better. I think she can beat Amanda outright, guys. But since she's such a huge dog, we're going to take Anastasia to win a set. But I think she wins the match. We're going to go with Anastasia on the upset alert. I think she defeats Amanda, the last American left. Sorry, guys. I just think Anastasia is playing the better tennis right now. And grass is about who's playing the better tennis at the moment. That's what grass is about. I think Anastasia is striking the ball too darn good. I just don't see how she loses this matchup. So we'll go with Anastasia to win, and we'll go with Sabalenka to win. That's the first half of the quarterfinal, guys. On the other side of the draw, look, Iga's here, and Iga's having a lot of fun, guys. That could be a collision course, Iga and Sabalenka. Iga's having a lot of fun. She's going to take on Ludmila. That's going to be a tough matchup. Look, Iga's never lost to Ludmila, even though that time at the Porsche Grand Prix she should have. And Mira Andreeva never played Belinda Bencic. I don't see Mira struggling with Belinda. Belinda, even though she won today, just her movement, it looked awful. I think Mira's I think that's gonna be an easy match for Mira. But stay tuned, we'll cover that next. Tennis in a minute. Like the video, show some love. We'll be right back.